Welcome back to Enchanted Entertainment. Today, we're venturing beyond the theme parks and stepping into something just as iconic in its own right, Disney's resort pools. Let's face it, they may not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Walt Disney World or Disneyland Resort, but for millions of guests, pools have been an essential part of the vacation experience. From their humble beginnings in the 1970s, when pools were little more than rectangles filled with water, to today's sprawling, immersive, aquatic playgrounds filled with towering water slides, lazy rivers, and movie-quality theming, Disney's resort pools have evolved into destinations in themselves. This is the story of how Disney took something ordinary and turned it extraordinary. When Walt Disney World opened in October of 1971, it offered just two on-site resorts, the Polynesian Village Resort and the Contemporary Resort. At the time, these hotels were considered groundbreaking in their theming and design. The pools, on the other hand, not so much. Back then, pools were simple rectangles, basic, functional, and honestly, a little boring. They didn't really match the immersive worlds Disney was famous for creating in their parks. Guests could take a dip, cool off from the Florida heat, and enjoy some relaxation. But the pools weren't designed to be standalone attractions. They were, quite literally, designed as afterthoughts. The Polynesian had a small main pool, located roughly where the lava pool stands today. Yet, it lacked the same charm that the resort provided in its surroundings. Similarly, the Contemporary's pool felt disconnected from the resort. It was essentially a standard motel-style design, a boxy shape near Bay Lake. Even in those early days, though, Disney had planted a seed. Families spending a week at Walt Disney World wanted, or needed, downtime away from the parks. In the midst of all the excitement the parks provided, families required time to recharge. Downtime often turned into pool time. Like always, Disney was taking notice. As Walt Disney World expanded through the 80s and 90s, with resorts like Disney's Caribbean Beach, Old Key West, and the Yacht and Beach Club, Disney began to rethink the idea of traditional hotel pools. This led to the birth of truly inspired theme pools that encapsulated the imagination of Walt Disney and his Imagineers. For instance, look at Caribbean Beach, which opened in 1988. The main pool was designed to resemble a Spanish-style fort, complete with turrets and a water slide. Suddenly, pools weren't just bland shapes devoid of character. They were becoming adventures. By 1990, Disney's Yacht and Beach Club resorts raised the bar with Stormalong Bay, a sprawling 3-acre water park topped off with a lazy river, sandy bottom, whirlpools, and a massive shipwrecked water slide. Stormalong Bay was revolutionary. It wasn't just considered the best pool on Disney property, it was arguably one of the best resort pools in the world. Guests flocked to it like the release of a new popcorn bucket, and realization struck Disney that their pools could be a major selling point for booking resorts. Around this time, value and moderate resorts also leaned into the theming. The All-Stars resorts each featured massive icons around their pools. Then, Port Orleans Riverside introduced Old Man Island, which was designed like an abandoned sawmill with slides and bridges. No longer were themed pools just amenities for the hotel. They had become a huge part of the storytelling. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, Disney doubled down. Pools were no longer pools, they were becoming headliners. The Boardwalk Inn brought a circus theme with its Luna Park pool, featuring a giant water slide that sent guests spiraling out of the clown's mouth. While it drew a mixed reaction, the design certainly got people talking. Animal Kingdom Lodge opened in 2001 with the Uzima Springs Pool, a lush oasis framed by African architecture and sweeping savanna views. Pop Century opened in 2003, created 3 different pools themed to decades, including the Hippy Dippy Pool, where flower-shaped water jets spray from giant daisies. And over at Coronado Springs, the Dig Site Pool Complex was introduced with a massive pyramid centerpiece and a 123-foot water slide, one of my personal favorite designs. Disney was building pools that created experiences that matched, or sometimes rivaled, the creativity of their parks. It all came together by the 2010s, where design, technology, and storytelling evoked the modern era of Disney resort pools. For example, the transformation of the Polynesian's lava pool. Remember that plain, somewhat separated feeling that the original pool provided? Gone. In its place, a tropical paradise, anchored by a towering volcano, complete with waterfalls and a twisting water slide. Art of Animations, the Big Blue Pool opened as the largest pool on property, themed after Finding Nemo. Underwater speakers let guests hear characters and music while they swim, a detail that turned heads when it debuted. Riviera Resort, Disney's European-inspired DVC property, introduced elegant pool spaces designed to feel like chic Mediterranean retreats, while still offering family-friendly splash areas. And let's not forget the Grand Floridian, whose pools were reimagined with waterfalls, slides, and zero-entry designs, all seamlessly blended into the resort's Victorian charm. Every new or refurbished pool became more than just water. It became storytelling, architecture, and guest experience woven together. Today, Disney pools aren't just side attractions. They're central to the resort experience. Families plan entire afternoons or even days around pool time. Some guests choose resorts specifically for the pool, and Disney knows this. That's why so many resorts now offer poolside activities, movies under the stars, cabana rentals, and themed dining just steps away from the water. It's also why access is carefully controlled. Most feature gated entry requiring magic bands or room keys, ensuring that resort guests enjoy the exclusivity of their pool. In a way, pools have become extensions of Disney's parks, immersive environments designed to transport you into another world. Only this time, you're barefoot with a towel around your shoulders. So what's next? As Disney continues to update resorts, we'll likely see more interactive water features, more integration of technology, perhaps projection effects at night, or themed shows right at the poolside. There's also a growing demand for luxury, with more private cabanas, poolside dining, and spa-like atmospheres. On the flip side, family play areas and elaborate splash pads will only get bigger and better. And given Disney's constant innovation, the next Stormalong Bay level breakthrough might already be on the drawing board. So the next time you're floating down Stormalong Bay's lazy river, racing down a water slide at the lava pool, or just lounging by the Riviera's serene waters, remember, it's not just a pool, it's a piece of Disney history. Which Disney pool is your favorite? And what type of pool should Disney design next? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to Enchanted Entertainment for more videos that explore the past, present, and future of your favorite Disney park attractions, hotels, and restaurants.